Today I am taste testing every single weird chip flavor I could find at the store to let you guys know which ones are the best. It has been quite a minute since I've done one of these videos, and quite honestly, doing one of these videos feels like I'm about to bungee jump off a bridge. Not really sure if my corneas are gonna rupture in my head or if it's gonna be a thrill of a lifetime. So let's jump off the bridge together. Guys, I think I spent well over $100 on chips. By the way, chips are expensive. Why didn't anybody tell me this? Let's start with these limited edition Lay's kettle cooked Frito chili cheese flavored Frito chips. Lay's did a bunch of chip collabs. These things are flying off the shelves. If you're at the grocery store and you see one of these limited edition Lay's chips, grab them and then sell them on eBay for a lot of money. Yum. There's like a slight essence of Frito flavor in here. It has its own unique identity. I was a little skeptical about this video because chips to me are just okay. Like, chips on the scale of a snack food are kind of like a 6 out of 10 for me. So I was like, I think that's as high as any chip is gonna rank, is a 6 out of 10, but this is a 10 out of 10. Keeping on that Lay's train, we're gonna try the Lay's Flamin' Hot. I thought they'd be more Cheeto-y than they are. There's just kind of a thin, filmy is not a great word to use, but you get it. With Flaming Hot Cheetos, they're thick, they take time to chew, they get stuck in your teeth, and so all the burn is kind of like in your mouth. With these, they're a lot easier to swallow, and the burn just follows you all the way down, and I can kind of feel it like maybe almost to my belly button. It's so hot in there. And the flavor is good, but I think the Flaming Hot Cheeto flavor is better. So I'm gonna say no to the Flaming Hot Lay, but I'm lucky I have my own Flaming Hot Lay upstairs, my husband. Okay, let's talk about these chips. I'm scared. I think I might have had nightmares leading up to this day about eating these chips because it just seems weird. A guacamole flavored chip. You use chips for guacamole. They're also very green. I try not to judge green things after watching Wicked so many times. Yum! This actually tastes like a Frito. How did that happen? This is like if a Dorito and a Frito had a baby burrito. But I also love this bag is like halfway full. Y'all know how chip companies like to skimp. I will link to these down below if you'd like to check them out yourself. Everything about this feels wrong and also right. These are balsamic wine chips. This looks like a legitimate chip. I don't think so. It does taste like something rich people would eat. There's not much flavor to it. It kind of just tastes like a sour chip. Like almost like, is this potato still fresh? You know, this might actually go well with like a charcuterie board or something when there are a lot of flavorful cheeses and you want something that's really mellow that doesn't really stand out in a crowd. Let's move into this wild boar flavored chip. Do they even have, I didn't even know boars were still around. When I think of wild boar, I think of Game of Thrones, and that's fantasy in my head. This kind of looks like Game of Thrones. Taste of game. Gross. And it smells like kind of like pork rinds. Like it almost smells like sliced smoked turkey with like a hint of boar. Oh, I don't even know what that is. What is that? It's a flavor that I've never tasted before and I never want to taste again. This one's weird. These are salted parsnip chips. I've heard of a parsnip, but if I had to pick a parsnip out in a lineup, the real criminal would go free. I have no idea what a parsnip looks like. This looks like it probably wouldn't pass some sort of background check on this video. Ooh, honestly, not bad. Because it does have a very earthy back end to the flavor. The front part of the flavor is more sweet. That back end though is a little earthy and a little girthy actually. It's a healthy chip. I like this. What about a horseradish chip? This is a medium fire scale, so it won't be too spicy. Well, we'll have to take 2 on that. Oh, actually, interesting. It is very horseradishy. And if you don't like that flavor, you're not gonna like it because it is very, very potent of that flavor. But it almost has like a vinegar chip vibe to it. We need to have a conversation about these chips. These are Guinness chips. They are beer flavored chips. Now I'm hopeful and I'm excited about tasting this. It seems very weird to me. This bag smells exactly like the morning after you wake up in college and you can't remember anything that happened last night, but you knew it was bad because your entire body had that smell. I I could see how this would be fine in a dip, like if you just smothered it in like a ranch dip, but it kind of has like that hungover essence with like just kind of a natural chip essence, and that just is a missed opportunity. I think I'd prefer to drink a Guinness than eat a Guinness chip. I was on the hunt for a ketchup chip. That dust is thick, y'all, and we love it. Who is that? Oh my gosh, these things are too weird. The aftertaste tastes like ketchup, but when you bite it, it is very vinegary. And you're like, wait, this isn't ketchup. I feel like a child would like those. Like, I think that there's a certain group of people who would find that fun. It could have been a 10 out of 10, but it really is kind of like a 7 out of 10. Is there a better ketchup chip out there? Let me know. I am not excited about this next one. Hickory smoked, another seemingly healthy chip. And these chips look kind of like just regular tortilla chips. Wow, that is so flavorful. Oof, I was not expecting that. It's very intense. After a minute, it starts to kind of like warm up in your mouth, and it kind of tastes nice. It does kind of taste like a smoked almond. Like, I've tried like Blue Diamond almonds on my TikTok. They're so delicious. All of their flavors are so good. It kind of has an essence of like a Blue Diamond almond, dusted hickory smoked almond vibe. The only thing that I don't like is the consistency. It kind of tastes stale, and then after a few mastications, you're like, oh no, this is actually pretty good. Wow, I went on a whole journey. I feel like this is like an episode of Days of Our Lives in a chip. Do y'all even know what Days of Our Lives is? I was on an episode of it once. I have so many fun facts, I forget how many random things I've done in my life. Okay, let's move on to the crab chip. Sounds horrible. I had to order it because I was so curious. You guys know I hate seafood. I have talked about the disdain many times, but now I'm trying to decide if it's just a chip that's supposed to go with crabs, not, you know, like the seafood crab, or if it's a crab chip. Oh, it has a fit. It has a fit. Oh, it has a fish. It kind of smells like fish food a little bit. There's only one way to find out if it's the chip of the sea. It's actually not that bad. That first bite has like a hint of something's fishy in the room, but after that first, like, what is that? It goes away, and then it just tastes like a very delicious, like, smoky chip. Okay, this might be a top 10 contender. To the girl who hates seafood, these were very popular on my Instagram page. Everybody was raving about Zaps. This one's called the Hotter and Hot Jalapeno. It is kind of fun to say. Hotter and hot. That's hotter and hot. What I like about these chips, and this is such a, let me know if you have this preference. They're kind of folded on each other. They're not flat, and I like chips that are folded on each other. The crunch is like double the crunch, and you can really get a sense of the true flavor when they're all kind of like crumpled, not crumbles, crumpled. It's different. That is hot and hot. That is hot and hot. But it's hot with spice. You know what I mean? Hot with flavor. I feel like the flaming hot is just pain. This is like pain and enjoyment at the same time. Moving into the British hand-cooked potato chips. Sweet chili. What is that flavor? Lemongrass. That's what it is. I was not expecting that. I was expecting sweet chili, but the ingredients say they're lemongrass and ginger. And I've never tasted anything like this before. It definitely tastes herby and herbal. That is unique. I don't know if I like it, but I do think it's something that I've never tasted before. And kudos to you, Berts, for doing something different. Oh, maybe that's why I don't like it. It expired already. Not looking forward to this one. This is a beet chip. They're not like actual chips. They're almost like, I don't know, maybe they just got crushed during delivery or something. The color is beautiful, but beets are controversial. Beets to me are good in some things, and then in other things I'm like, hell no, beat it. Oh, that's pretty good. Ooh, this tastes like plantain chips. That's the vibe. It tastes like a little bit tangier plantain chips. That texture of a plantain chip. It's crunchy, but there's a little chew in it. It tastes like something that would be good for you. Like almost like a wheatgrass aftertaste. I'm actually surprised that I like these as much as I do. Moving into the Zapp's Cajun Dill Gator Taters. And I'm curious. I love dill though. You know, dill's like the predominant seasoning, and ranch, and you guys know how much I love ranch. Very sour. I like the dill. Once you get used to the taste, you kind of want to keep going. It's dangerous. Almost has like a spicy fruit vibe. Moving into something that I truly think might just take the cake. These are the Parmesan Garlic Kettle Brand potato chips. As far as their appearance, they are just coated in like a nice flaky Parmesan seasonings, and I love that. I was gonna say truffle, but there's no truffle in here. I love Parmesan. I do love Parmesan. And who doesn't love garlic? I hope Matt doesn't want to make out after this. Ooh, that tastes so rich. And by rich, I mean fancy. It is so good. And honestly, they were pretty expensive. I think they were like $6. So maybe rich people just do get to eat these. This is so good. It almost tastes like Parmesan garlic fries. It tastes fresh. How do they do that? That nice Parmesan feety smell. My last zaps, it's the spicy Cajun crawl taters. I don't like crawl taters. Not bad, it's not bad. It's just not for me. You know, I think everybody has a chip that's for them and that one's just not my chip. It will be someone who that chip is for. And it might be you, it might be you. Let's talk about the buttermilk sweet onion. Doesn't seem too crazy to me, but I can't say no to buttermilk sweet onions. These are hearty potato chips. They do not get crushed or crumbled. This looks like a potato chip commercial in this bag. I can't even describe what that is. It's like a mystery flavor. I know it says buttermilk sweet onion, but what is this flavor? Like, yeah, there's onion definitely hanging out in the atmosphere. But as far as the flavor, it's really, really subtle. I'm gonna have to sleep on it and let you guys know on Instagram. Y'all know I was born and raised in North Carolina, so when I see anything with Carolina in it, including that Taylor Swift song that I think is just an okay song, I have to test it out for myself. So these are Carolina Dirt barbecue chips. North Carolina's barbecue is known for its vinegar flavors. We have more of like a vinegar style barbecue there. These are stunning. This is kind of like the perfect chip to seasoning ratio in my opinion. And I'm not biased because it's called Carolina Dirt. So y'all, these chips have all been so weird. It has like a hickory, a smoked hickory vibe. It tastes like smoked hickory. It's very salty. I think that's what's putting me off. You know, you eat something really salty, so it almost makes it unedible or inedible. Inedible. This is not like what you would expect in a barbecue chip. It is unique. It is unique. It's unique. Unique, not meanique, unique. These are purple sweet potato rosemary herb chips, and they are so bright. I feel like this is gonna be another one that's very earthy. Wow, these are so good. You really taste the rosemary and you really taste the sweet potato, and the crunch is really nice. These are so good. I love these, my precious. Next, we have these sweet and spicy red chili chips. It tastes like Panda Express in a chip, but better for you. This is like the perfect chip for a sandwich. Like, I want a turkey sandwich right now from a deli so bad. And look, they have a lot of very cute guys who work on the farm. That's so cute. Oh, they're made in Ireland. Oh, I love that even more. And y'all, if I didn't end with the truffle butter, how could I have ended it? You have to end with truffle butter. Not only because I know where your head is at, but also because I love truffle and I love butter. Oh, they smell heavenly. Like, when I die, I hope everyone burns truffle butter candles at my funeral so that everyone really feels like I was there with them in spirit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it gets better than this. All right, here are my top 10 weirdest flavored potato chips you can find. In the 10th spot, I have Droppin' Mad Beets. We love a pun, and I am a beater person because I've tried these chips. That's the last pun I'll make. In the 9th spot, we have Bert's British hand-cooked sweet chili potato chips. It is a flavor you have never had before in a chip. Shockingly, in number 8 are these crab chip potato chips. I don't even like seafood, and the fact this is on a top 10 list for me is pretty shocking. At number 7, we have these Zappa Hot on Hot jalapenos, y'all. It's a nice, robust, hot, spicy spice with actual flavor as well. Next, we have the Co's Irish Sweet and Spicy Red Chili Chips. It's like taking a trip to Ireland without having to deal with all those flight cancellations. Next, we have the Lay's Kettle Cooked Frito Chili Cheese Chips. Run because these are limited edition. In the 4th spot, we have the Kettle Brand Parmesan Garlic Chips. It's the perfect blend of stinky Parmesan and stinky garlic, and in this instance, stinky is a compliment. In the 3rd spot, we have these purple sweet potato rosemary herb chips. These are one of those chips that are actually good for you, but you will never know it once it's in your mouth. In 2nd place, we have one of my favorite snacks of the year, these guac flavored tortilla chips. If you think Doritos are delicious, you ain't seen nothing yet. And the best, weirdest chip flavor that you can buy, hands down, the truffle butter chips. I'll link to it somewhere here so you don't have to Google it around your kids. I'm not sure where you'd end up if you did, but trust me, you're gonna want this in your mouth stat.